Shark plank doo 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 doo. That's gangplank doo 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 doo. That's a shark doo 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 doo. That's enough. Hi, I'm Patinator, and this is Legends of Runeterra. And today we're gonna play Gangplank. That's it. That's the end of the statement. We're gonna play a plunder deck. All it does is shoot things over and over again until the other guy loses. It's not a very clever strategy. What do? Play powder kegs and use those powder kegs to increase the value of our removal cards, and from there win the game just by damaging people over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now that I'm talking about it, it doesn't really feel like a deck that is complicated. In fact, it just feels like a deck that packed in as many damage cards as it could and then added a Riptide Rex because I think the picture is pretty neat. So that's it. That's the control Gangplank deck? Control powder keg? I don't know what they're calling it. I'm gonna say twisted Gangplank. Let's get to the deck. Oh yeah, and it uses plunder cards to replace card draw. Because as it turns out, it doesn't matter what you draw. Unless you're a combo deck. If you're just looking to play cards and get some value off what you're doing each turn, which it's what control decks generally want to do, you're doing alright. It doesn't matter if you're stealing them from your opponent. You just have the added bonus of making them very, very angry. Let's take a look at the deck. Thermogenic Beam, slow, 0. To play, spend all your mana. Deal that much to a unit. Now this deck has a problem. I'll solve it. Check out the beat while the DJ revolves it. But that's not its problem. Its problem is that it does not have a real answer to a big unit, a biggie boy. Thermogenic Beam is the closest thing we have to dealing with a big unit. Thermogenic Beam is our solution to a big problem that we cannot block with a random Jagged Butcher or Dreadway deckhand. And that's why that's there. Oh, you know what? Years ago, I would have never even considered playing Warning Shot, which is a 0-cost deal 1 to the enemy Nexus burst card. But when you need to play plunder cards, Warning Shot is the way to go. It is a burst card, which means they can't stop or react to it. It also means it happens instantaneously, so they cannot react to it with a heal if you have card play priority. It also lets you activate your plunder cards, such as Pilfered Goods and Black Market Merchant, I want to say. I don't actually remember what his name is. It also lets you damage the enemy Nexus on turns that are not yours, letting you level up Gangplank even faster. See, I mean, on paper, it's such an awful card, but it's an enabler, and maybe sometimes it'll win you the game. Jagged Butcher. I'm probably gonna remove this from the deck. 1, 2, 2, Plunder, grant me +1/+1. It's big. It's mean. If you have Plunder activated, which only activates if you've damaged the enemy Nexus this round, it can block something that is fearsome. It actually pays off in several occasions because an extra attacker is something that can let you activate Plunder or activate your Gangplank. I'm really having trouble justifying the existence of this guy. I just added him because I wanted a chump blocker because I was fighting a lot of aggro. Oh, it is Merchant. 2, 2, 2, Black Market Merchant. When you draw an enemy card, reduce its cost by 1, making your opponent feel even worse when you play one of their best cards for cheap. As an aside, Plunder cannot steal champions. That's just, wow, that would be awful. Plunder, draw 1 from the enemy deck. It's a card that replaces itself with a card from the enemy. Those draw Plunder cards are here to activate Twisted Fate, who is also in the deck. Dreadway deckhand. When I'm summoned, summon a powder keg. 2, 2. That is a powder keg. It can't do anything. It is immobile, can't attack or block, and is vulnerable, which means they can attack it by challenging it. They stack into 1 stack. All your spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. Destroy me when your spell or skill damages enemies. This does not combo with the shark. I know, it only applies to the first instance of damage, and then it blows itself up. And since it's on a stack, all they need to do is deal 1 damage, and it blows up all the powder kegs. However, most things that can damage the powder keg, in fact, I'm not sure if there's a burst way to kill a powder keg, so you can always respond with a spell of your own, so you use up your powder keg, and they don't get to get value off it. Make it rain! 2, fast. Deal 1 to 3 different random enemies. Guess what? If the enemy only has 2 units and a Nexus, you know what this is gonna hit. Use that information to your advantage, or don't. I'm not their dad. Mystic Shot, 2, fast. Deal 2 damage to anything. Use it to clear the board until your bigger plays show up. Usually that bigger play is Gangplank himself or Twisted Fate. You are a control deck. Your job is to slow down the game. If the game is slowed down enough that you can use Mystic Shot to their face, why not? Just shoot him in the face. Generally speaking, though, you don't want to do that. You want to use Mystic Shot to close out the game. And if they have more than 2 life on their Nexus, you're probably better off trying to control the board. Pilfered Goods, or as we like to call it, the Salt Machine. 2 burst, draw a card from the enemy deck. Plunder, draw 1 more. It's a card that replaces itself and then draws another card that you might be playing for cheap. It's also fantastic for activating Twisted Fate because it counts as a draw. That's why it's specifically worded as a draw, to make you use it with Twisted Fate. Make people feel bad for stealing their best units. Oh no, you're facing Karina/Ledros. What if I had Veledros or Karina and then made you feel bad? Why, that would make me feel spectacular. There's a balance of happiness here. You could be the Anakin Skywalker of this game by using a plunder deck that steals cards, because you're bringing the balance of happiness firmly into your favor, which is, I guess, what the Sith are in this metaphor. Petty Officer. 51, play summon a powder keg or a random one-cast ally from any faction. While it seems easy to say that you'll always summon the powder keg, the truth is much more complicated than that. Sometimes you just need the extra body. Don't rely on rolling a random one-cost ally from any faction. By the way, since it says ally, it might summon a champion. I've never seen that happen. It probably can't happen. But they didn't say follower, so it could be a champion. You could end up with a Fizz or a Teemo. I don't know if that's what they wanted to happen. Anyway, it's 51, very vulnerable, but it gives your powder kegger an extra body and it improves your control. If you're seeing a theme here, it is that we want to improve our control and steal things from the enemy. Static Shock. It's poorly spelled. 4 fast. Deal 1 to an enemy or the enemy Nexus and 1 to another. Draw 1. But you cannot target the same thing twice. That's the thing with Static Shock. You can't deal 1 damage to the enemy or the enemy Nexus and then again. But you draw 1. With a single powder keg, it becomes 2 damage to the enemy and the enemy Nexus, which is pretty good actually. Dealing 2 damage to 2 units and then drawing a card, pretty slick, especially since most of your powder kegs come as a rider, as an extra to the body that you are creating. The Petty Officer, for example, gives you a 51 and a powder keg. It's not just a card that says, here's a powder keg, make something blow up. No, it's a bonus. This deck is all about getting extra value at every possible moment. We're more merchants than we are pirates, which I guess pirates could be. I'm not judging them. They can do whatever the heck they want with all the gunpowder they appear to have in so many kegs, which I feel... Anyway, use it to control the board. Ping the enemy Nexus to activate your plunder effects. Twisted Fate. 4. Quick Attack. Play a Destiny card. Level up. 2/2. Oh god, that's not the right order for that. But anyway, level up when I've seen you draw 8 or more cards, which include drawing cards from the enemy deck or their hand if you want to put that card in there. When he levels up, he becomes more dashing, more handsome. He still has quick attack, and the first 3 times he sees you play a card each round, he plays a Destiny card. Ooh. And he turns into a pick a card. Burst. Shovel a card from your hand into your deck to draw 3 fleeting at the next round start. The blue card refills 1 spell mana and draws 1. The gold card deals 2 and stuns the strongest enemy. The red card deals 1 to all enemies in the enemy Nexus, which, by the way, means he can activate Plunder with this beautiful bad boy. When he is leveled up, he plays that Destiny cards in order. First the blue card, then the red card, then the gold card. I was informed by Kane, I want to say, that the blue, red, gold deal is what happens in League of Legends, the actual MOBA on which this is based. Yardel Grefta. This guy looks very skeevy. I would not trust him with my 401k. If I had one. 4 free. When I'm summoned, create a warning shot in hand. Allegiance. Draw 1 from the enemy deck. That's a warning shot. It shoots things. Yet another draw and is low-key one of the strongest cards in the expansion. I know that 4-1 dude from Damas is super scary, but Draco Phoenix made an amazing point. And it's that this creates free cards. You play it, that's the card you pay for to get a free body, get a warning shot that can activate Plunder, and if you roll Allegiance, which we can easily with this deck, you get an extra card. That's a lot of value for such a tiny skeevy package. Those are Misfortune's boots. This better not awaken anything in me. Oh my god, Gangplank. Oh. Before we talk about his card, I want to point out 2 things. First of all, he's very confident here. Very dramatic pose, good angle, pushing a guy over the edge, stepping snapping on his fingers as if to show, hey, I can keep you alive, but make you suffer. And so far, his crew is with him. He's got an orange, eating it, making him look like a jerk. The citrus vendor guy is over here, and he seems like a perfectly happy pirate king. But then he levels up, and now he seems to have replaced his entire crew with a lot of powder kegs. And even he does not seem happy about it. That is not the face of a man who looks super confident about the decisions he's made. That face says, I regret this immediately. 5. Overwhelm. When I'm summoned, summon a powder keg. Level up when you've damaged the enemy nexus in 5 rounds this game. So theoretically, with the right hand, you could just keep pinging away with the nexus through attacks or through spells or through warding shots and get your gangplank going when you play him. Because when you play him, he gets real big, real mean, and real regretful of the choices he's made in his life. He still has Overwhelm, and now he summons a powder keg in addition to when he is summoned at round start. And when he attacks, he deals 1 to all enemies and the enemy nexus. He's kind of like Misfortune, except Misfortune is nice enough not to shoot the people at home and only shoots combatants, while Gangplank, cheating and with internal organs unlike Misfortune, decides everyone gets a shot. He's the Oprah of damage. Everyone gets the damage. As an added bonus, all of that damage activates Plunder, and so forth. He's good, but the real bonus with him is the ability to start generating powder kegs for fun. He turns into a parlay. I can't make a lot of pirate jokes. They appear to have made all of them in the game. It deals 1 damage to anything, and this kills it. Deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus. You can shoot your own unit with Gangplank's parlay to win the game, if I'm reading this right, which is a very piratey play, and I would love to do that someday. That's a powder keg, and that's a powderful explode. Ah, you beat me to the pun. Shh. Deal 1 to all enemies and the enemy nexus. Big boy, he makes powder kegs and blows stuff up good. Also, great beard for someone on the sea. And there's our baby shark. 874, the Riptide Rex. Is that his name or like his race? Plunder, Cannon Barrage 7 times on random enemies. Cannon Barrage, skill, deal 2 damage to an enemy unit. If it's dead or somehow gone, deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus itself. No, it does not synergize very well with powder kegs, as it will only affect the first instance of Cannon Barrage, and there will be 7 instances of Cannon Barrage. Great for clearing the board for an attack, controlling the board on defense, and damaging the enemy nexus. I find very little to dislike about this card. That's the deck. I thought this would be more complicated, but it turns out it just deals a lot of damage. End of statement. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the deck guide. If you did, please consider subscribing to here, Patinator TV, where you're watching the video. You can also join me at the Discord, which we now have and has people in it. I'm still fixing it up, so don't judge me. The link in the description below, or you can watch me at twitch.tv/Patinator TV, where I do things live. Tomorrow is probably gonna be Demacia, which means no one's gonna be interested, as it's Demacia, and Demacia is really strong and kinda boring, but we're gonna try it with Vi. Maybe, because Vi, it stands for violence. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will try to answer them. Sensibly, of course. Enjoy the gameplay. I'm Patinator, and we can do better. Oh no. You know what? Sejuani isn't that good. Like, she shuts down a game and can be very hurtful to play against, but it doesn't seem like she actually closes out a game. Wow! What is this? Lucian. Plunder! That might have been the greatest waste of plunder, but take some free, huh? Take him free. Look at this guy's stomach. Isn't he a goddamn champion? I tried. She's not good enough. Like, Ashe is strictly better.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Yeah, I don't want that as a blocker. I just want to punch him in the face for free again. What do I have here? Twisted Fate Gangplank. Right. Twisty boy. Oh no, a good card.
There's plenty of killing left.
So let's see what they play. Smell this? You're stunned. I don't know if that's correct, but I wanted to do it.
Dead in their tracks.
So, statistically, he has some sort of defense for this. But I still need to try. Wow. That's pretty good for me.
Let's get to it.
Yes. I'm sure this is gonna block. Aw. I'm still gonna play this. Oh no, we don't need to. So I can play some of these cards. We can do this or this. So that's what we're gonna see later. Ooh, scary. So this is gonna be real annoying for him. It uses a very big shark. Hey, uncool. Please hit their face. Yeah, okay, we hit the face. We're winning, by the way. In case anybody was curious, we are somehow winning. Give me a card. All right, I can play that. What if I had the loyal badger bear, huh? I'm surprised this hasn't been murdered yet. No. It is good. I promise. He's the biggest boy. So here's the thing. I don't actually know what to do now. Like, I don't actually know how to finish the game. Alright. Looking for a new song? No. There, sure. Judgment, huh? Sure. So that's all his mana? Wow. That was tragic. I know this isn't good, but it sets us up for bad next. Wow. Oh, I don't know about to feel about this one. What is happening here? What is this nightmare? Now I wish I had some spells to cast. Twisty Wisty, play a big unit so I can frost it and make you quit the game. Please tell me I change the title. This is about to get real tragic. Aw, man. I don't feel good about this at all. Nothing but suffering. Hey, it's Teemo. I stole the right cards. Easy. So it's Tiny Boys. I want to keep this and this to shoot tiny little Teemo and show him who's boss. And we're gonna play this as a 2-2. I could have waited next turn. So let's see if they... I think that's kind of worth... That's fine. What if biggest Teemo? Ooh. So he's gonna get another proc off that, and it's fine. I'm very afraid if he has the puff cap guy because he can't activate for Teemo now. If he passes, I'm passing. Super Teemo protection? Wild. Love this guy. Let's go steal some more cards. I am running Allegiance, man. The super drawby boy. Nice. I mean, it's not likely I'm gonna get an attack off. I'll try. I do like that card. The 2-cost one. Creates Valor. I don't know why Valor isn't unique. Buff? Toughness? Okay. That's an okay trade for me. I still get this. Oh boy, it's TF, baby. No! Poisons. I mean, I might have wanted to aim for the thing, but I wanted to control the board. There's my boy. The game gave me Gangplank. I didn't have a choice in this. Okay. Make that grow. That's fine. Damaging him is fine. So I'm gonna play Twisted Fate and try to burn him out. I'll block this so Twisted Fate can burn the board. Adventure. Adventure. Adventure starts with mushrooms. I'll be happy to die to you, son. No, wait, I'm kidding. No, please don't. Fizz, Renko. Wow, you got a lot of cards. Sejuani does not feel worth it. I crafted her and I immediately regretted it emotionally. Jumpy boy. Yeah, you first, whatever. Ooh. You can make this work. I mean, there's some urgency because he's putting down a lot of mushrooms. Like, I gotta play Gangplank as damage. Aw, too bad. That's fine. Oh, he's back. Deal me in. I'm gonna play one and defend with this. I'm sure he has more damage. Fair enough. You could just die from the 40 puff caps in the deck. Keg control? This is not control. This might be it. Like something like this. Well, I'm in the dregs of the meta, naturally. Oh, Progress Day. I do love cards. Ooh, Mystic Shot. I do love cards. We can use that next round. Time for gangers. Yeah, I don't want to pass on Prismatic. It's too good.
What's our name again?
Interesting. I'm hearing voices. That's not great. Ah, we're gonna die. We might just die. It's very distressing. But I deserve this after yesterday's madness. All or nothing. That's interesting. Yeah, sure.
I am reborn of salt and brine.
Wow. Hey, again, could be dead right now. Ooh, there we go. Don't die yet. Don't die yet, Pat. You have so much to live for. He hits me for free, I'm gonna flip.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
Six. I guess we're doing this first. My shark is missing. I know.
They grow up so fast.
I've been waiting for him. So if we do this, we don't necessarily have 8. We do this, we have an extra attacker, plus a 2-cost warning shot. So we attack now, and he blocks -2. So we're gonna do this.
Nothing left when I'm done. The screams of a giant. Looks like trouble. Their bones will splinter. Off with you. Would a mushroom help?
Still dead. Perfect. We didn't die, probably. My shark is missing. It's shark gangplank, not gangman. Powderful explosion. I hate you. I hate you so much and love you at the same time. You lost One Piece character.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler. Would a mushroom help?
He accepts his death.
Peddler, not a meddler.
Or he's, you know, really looking for that one out. I don't know what that card is. What's his out here? He can't use a discard shot card. Most he can do is 2. He doesn't have judgment. He seems to be doing all right for somebody fortune killed. Is her first name Miss? Yeah, let's just kill him. Thanks for the cards, boyo! I love that we moved on from V. Lee Sin. Oh no! This is probably the aggro variant that won a tournament a few days ago. That's not bad at all. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. But he's like a really big misfortune. Don't have anything. Thank you. Would not be surprised if he just played a unit right now. And we can always burn it with a warning shot just to keep them from denying its value. I think we're the burn. Oh, intriguing. Oh, so we're gonna attack with it. No, I'm okay with it. This plays so badly into that card though. I think I want more options. If he doesn't have a drop, this is good. If he decides to go for the monster draw. So he doesn't have anything. We get a free 2 points of damage. Sarah Fortune. Oh yeah. She's made to disappoint her mother. And as your mother is very okay with pirate ladies, then she thinks Sarah is alright. So I'm gonna shoot that because I do not want it to like... I don't want him to get life back. This is gonna matter. I know they have like the wide damage spell, which is why I don't want to play the petty officer. Time to steal some cards. That's... yeah, that's fine. As long as we get 1 damage in. Ooh! Powder keg. Let's see what we can do with a powder keg. Right on your planet. This water keg. Ha ha ha! Make it rain. Actually, this makes this miss. It goes down to 2 and then that doesn't die. And then, because I hate him... This deck hates people. Holy cow. Have you ever tried to play a game to find that your cards were punching you in the face? And you might have fought against this deck. No, please don't. That's fine. As long as we deal some damage.
There's plenty of killing left.
We could have played this for extra body. I'm not sure we would have cared about it dying. Seven means that he might still have... Oh, he's almost there. Getting closer. Six is looking very good. Because now he can't kill Gangplank. So I'm just gonna slam Gangplank down.
I am reborn of salt and brine.
I like him! He hurts feelings.
On deck.
Ugh. I didn't count it right. Does he still have an attack token? He does. It was in deep already. That's what I got him confused. So he's gonna attack, I think. He didn't pull it. God, this interface is terrible. Summon a powder keg, please. So he's got one more of these. Statistically, he has it. So I don't know if I want to play the Gangplank. Summon a powder keg. Yes. Look, I want my shark. Game, give me a shark. God damn it, I'm eating pretzels. So if we do this, he can block this and this, deal 6 and then nothing. So I may as well play the Gangplank. I mean, if he kills it, fine. Orcas? Then shark. Oh yeah, they do completely wreck the Orca meta. Do we have an Orca? Is there an Orca card? Because if there was, I'm down for it. No, please don't. So that's fine. This might even be worth running into. Oh. Let's see if we can find a damage card. We might reverse mill him yet. So the moment we draw like a warning shot, we win. Sabotage. Also, we still have Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate has not made an appearance yet. And not a calls. You don't have 2 points. Give me your cards. All right. Oh, wow. 6 points. Can I have another card? Thank you. I am not using this card. Well, I mean, they need to attack for their lifesteal. They do have 3 points of lifesteal, but it's 4 damage. I don't know if he's ever going to try to shoot it, but if he does, I mean, what are we going to do? Oh no, he's back! Now let's see if this works. Static Shock! Shoot this. It goes down to 1, fine. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. Okay, alright. I think this is like meaner than the Teemo deck because it actually hurts people's feelings.